the Democrat Party is going to try and purge itself of its own pro-lifers. I'd like to show you this article over at the Daily Wire, where it says, leaders of the Congressional Progressive Caucus are demanding that the Democratic Congressional Campaign Committee abandon its support of the 5 remaining pro-life Democrats in Congress and allow abortion advocates to compete for their seats. Okay, so this is how they're going to essentially alienate the rest of their supporters, at least all of the sane ones, by saying that you can't have a view that differs in any way from the party, because they're not going to allow people who are even slightly pro-life, who are just against late-term abortion. They're not going to allow any dissent, essentially, inside of the Democrats. You won't be allowed to run as a Democrat if the party says you're disqualified. That's where we're moving toward, regardless of the votes, regardless of what the people want. You know, it's like the Bolsheviks, where you can run for office if you obey the party in its entirety. Just forget about what the voters want, it doesn't matter. And this is why I don't call them the Democratic Party. I call them the Democrats, or the Democrat Party, because they're not about democracy at all. They don't care what the voters want. No, not at all. And whenever you've had communists in positions of power throughout history, it comes down to you're either on board 100% or you're sent to the gulags. That's it. They don't allow for differing views or essentially independent thought. None of that is allowed. And they have the audacity to call other people fascists. There are still some sane Democrats, especially amongst voters, right? People who identify themselves as Democrats, who are pro-life or just, in the very least, against late-stage abortion. In fact, late-stage abortion is hugely unpopular amongst the general public. Whether you're talking about conservatives or people who identify themselves as Democrats, late-term abortion has always been hugely unpopular. So don't listen to the hysterics of the upper tier of the Democrat Party, because they don't represent real, normal, sane people. In any regard, really. Normal people don't want to kill babies who are just born or who are almost born. It's just not a normal, sane position. But the new mantra of the Democrat Party, and this is important, is one of compliance. Essentially, you can't be against abortion at any stage. You can't be against illegal immigration anymore. You can't be against gay marriage. You have to be completely 100% where they are, at their insane, policies. You have to be with them. If you're not game on destroying our society, then you're out. And I don't say that lightly. What they are espousing now, it parallels what you see over in ancient Rome, which collapsed due to its decadence and also its embrace of mass immigration. And there are a lot of parallels you can make between the modern Democrat positions and those that were embraced in ancient Rome. There really are. But it's the Democrats and the modern left who want to abandon history and ignore it and pretend like it has no lessons. They're the party that wants to tear down statues, if you recall, and stop essentially teaching history, or just change history entirely and what they teach. In the past, they just accepted that some people would have differing views on certain topics. It's all part of being human, part of being an individual, is that you wouldn't fit into a certain group like, Democrat 100%. Now they don't. It's all about centralized thought control. And this isn't going to end well for them, as they essentially push everyone away who's sane, who disagrees with them even on one topic. They will be rejected. Stop. Don't leave yet. Since you made it to the end, you probably enjoyed that video. In that case, here are some other videos that you might enjoy. The updates link at the top will provide you with better ways to be more reliably notified of new videos, and it also has social media information, that kind of thing. That's because you know how this site is. Well, the link at the bottom, the store link, that's in case you're looking for merchandise or our healthier products. Thanks.